General Hospital spoilers. Dante destroys Lulu. His out-of-control anger is alarming. Collision. In the quiet moments between chaos, even Port Charles holds its breath. But this week, peace is shattered as Dante Falconeri, the ever-steady detective, devoted father, and the man everyone thought could keep his cool, reaches a breaking point that no one saw coming. And, at the center of his volcanic eruption, Lulu Spencer, the love of his life, turned lightning rod for his fury. Prepare for a week of shocking confrontations, heart-wrenching accusations, and irreversible consequences. Dante's anger won't just destroy trust. It could obliterate every bond he's spent years trying to protect. Lulu's miraculous awakening from her coma was supposed to be a dream come true, a second chance at life, love, and family. But as GH fans know, nothing is ever that simple in Port Charles. Since her return, Lulu has been navigating a minefield of emotions, a son who barely remembers her, a town that's moved on, and an ex-husband who's not the same man she left behind. At first, Dante tried to play it cool. He was gentle, supportive. He gave Lulu space. But beneath that calm exterior was a storm brewing. And this week, the levee breaks. Sources close to the set confirm that upcoming episodes will feature some of Dominic Zamprogna's most explosive work, yet as Dante's anger takes center stage. Gone is the control detective. In his place stands a man on the edge. The turning point? A private conversation between Lulu and Charlotte goes public, and it hits Dante like a sledgehammer. Charlotte, still grappling with her mother's emotional instability and Valentine's manipulations, sought comfort in Lulu. What no one expected was Lulu's confession. She still loves Dante. She never stopped. But she can't accept the man he's become. Not after what she's seen since waking up. From the violence with Cyrus to his questionable alliance with Sonny's criminal empire, Dante has drifted from the principles he once stood for. And Lulu can't, or won't, ignore it anymore. Dante walks in just in time to hear those words. The silence in that moment? Deafening. What follows? A tidal wave of rage. In a scene that is already being described by insiders as career-defining, Dante lashes out in a way Port Charles has never seen. He accuses Lulu of betrayal, of abandoning their family, of judging him when she has no idea what he's endured. His voice trembles with suppressed pain as he reminds her of the years he spent grieving, parenting solo, drowning in guilt, and turning to the only life he knew, one shaped by Sonny's influence. "You died, Lulu," he shouts, fists clenched, eyes wild. "You left me alone in this hell. And now you come back and tell me I'm the problem?" Lulu tries to reach him, but her words fall on deaf ears. Dante is far too gone. His pain has metastasized into bitterness, and now it's consuming him whole. The emotional shrapnel hits their son hardest. Rocco, now a young teen, has been struggling to reconnect with his mother and redefine his relationship with his father. But witnessing Dante's explosion changes everything. The boy who once idolized his dad now looks at him with fear and heartbreak. In a gut-wrenching scene that GH writers promise will leave fans in tears, Rocco tells Olivia that he wants to stay with her for good. "I don't know who my dad is anymore," he whispers. This becomes a wake-up call for Olivia and Sonny, who've both noticed Dante spiraling but hoped he would stabilize on his own. Now, intervention may be the only way forward. Digging deeper into Dante's collapse reveals more than just Lulu's return as the trigger. Longtime viewers will remember Dante's PTSD diagnosis years ago, the shadows he carried from his WSB work, his brush with brainwashing, and the guilt he buried from shooting his own father. All of it is resurfacing, and this time, it's not just internal. He's hurting the people he loves most. Maxie is the first to confront him. "You need help, Dante," she pleads. "This isn't you." But he's past the point of listening. Dante's violent outburst doesn't stay within four walls. At the precinct, he's short-tempered, erratic, even threatening. When a suspect pushes his buttons during an interrogation, Dante loses control and slams the man against a wall. The moment is caught on surveillance, and it might cost him everything. Commissioner Jordan Ashford has no choice. A suspension is issued pending an internal review. Chase tries to be a voice of reason, offering support and warning Dante that he's headed down a path of self-destruction. But Dante snaps again, accusing Chase of trying to replace him, at work and with Brooklyn. The jealousy, the paranoia, it's all bubbling up. Shaken and heartbroken, Lulu must decide. Should she walk away from Dante for good? Or fight for the man she once loved? Laura urges caution. This isn't the Dante you married, she tells her daughter gently. You need to protect yourself. But Lulu, ever the fighter, can't shake the feeling that somewhere beneath all that rage is the man who used to read Rocco bedtime stories and make her laugh during stakeouts. She makes a bold decision, to confront him one last time. Not to reconcile, but to hold up a mirror and force him to see who he's become. The confrontation is raw, real, and devastating. I don't hate you, Dante, she says, voice trembling. But I can't love this version of you. And I won't let Rocco grow up thinking this is normal. Word spreads fast in Port Charles, and suddenly everyone's talking. Sam, who once believed she could build a future with Dante, distances herself, horrified by his behavior. Sonny, torn between guilt and pride, starts to reflect on how much of this he created. His legacy, for better or worse, runs through Dante's veins. Brooklyn, surprisingly, is the one to visit Lulu. Her message? I've known him angry. I've known him cold. But I've never seen him like this. He's lost, Lulu. And you're the only one who ever helped him find his way. But is it too late? The previews for next week hint at a shocking twist, a shooting at the docks. One man down. Gunfire, sirens, and a blood-stained badge. Speculation is running wild. Could Dante's spiral end in tragedy, his own? GH insiders are staying tight-lipped, but one thing is clear. The Dante we knew may be gone forever. And whatever happens next will leave Port Charles reeling. Off-screen, praise is pouring in for Dominic Zamprogna, whose performance during Dante's meltdown is already being described as gut-wrenching, raw, and career-defining. Showrunner Frank Valentini teases, "We knew we wanted to take Dante to a darker place, but Dominic brought depths we didn't even expect." These episodes will shake fans to their core. One thing's for sure, Port Charles will never be the same again. Stay tuned for more spoilers, heartbreak, and redemption arcs that only General Hospital can deliver.